I think the whole idea of a school of social marketing is probably one of the things that we have to do in real schools. I mean, we just need to take the entire analogy of meeting people, greeting people, and you'll realize that, hey, there are a lot of people who are in schools right now, in colleges right now, who don't really have that much of the social capabilities, the basic building blocks that will enable them for anything, let alone business. So I think this is a great idea, and I think it's not just about marketing. It's really about people. And, that's one of the most important things I believe make up a business. No people, no sales, no business, So, in fact, I think that ought to be one of the goals of business in general and the goals of marketing, to increase the quality of life of the people around us. I see that a lot of people have gotten that basic principle and basic philosophy wrong, and that's one of the reasons why you have spam machines being created. I mean, there are people going out on Twitter and Facebook and just adding friends indiscriminately, fooling people into believing that they actually have a friend. I just received a whole bunch of wall spam, and I believe it's because someone did some account phishing, and it so happened that one of my friends had a message sent out to me, and I knew this person wouldn't spam my wall, and I clicked on that wall link, and I went, what in the world is this? And it so happens that it was some kind of a pay-per-lead campaign. It was really, really awkward. So I sent my friend a message, and she reset her password and stuff like that. I deleted my wall spam. That's not marketing. That's I don't know, some kind of warped sense of Facebook communism or something like that. I don't think anyone would respond to stuff like that, in particular because the idea of speaking about people, speaking with people and connecting with people, that's a whole new science, in my opinion. I think, just to dive into some of the things that I like to talk about in terms of personal people mastery, there are many things that are coming out. And one of the things that I have in store for those who are coming on to the School of Social Media and Marketing is something which I call the patterns of persuasion. I cover quite a number of different areas, including things like how people perceive things. I mean, we know for a fact that I would say maybe 90 to 100% of all problems in the world, okay, maybe 99.9% of all problems in the world, barring natural disasters, are actually created by human beings. And even then, some people might argue for the fact that human beings did create those natural disasters. In terms of our communication, if only we knew what kinds of filters were going on inside people's minds, it would be easier, literally, for us to understand how people think, how they feel. I mean, if I knew how you were going to buy something and how you would be convinced, then it'll make the entire sales process so much easier, right? So I talk about the communication model that we have. I talk about the process of establishing rapport. I talk about things like, the psychological stuff, because a lot of people are not aware that sometimes just simply connecting with people is about understanding their psychology and also understanding their physiology. I'll get into that a little bit later on. So there's certain things that people have preference for. So there are some people whom I know who happen to like to see things, who like to look at pictures. There's some people who like to listen. There's a whole range of people who are listening to this recording who love sounds. I mean, they want to engage in discussions and stuff like that. So those are a different category of people. And we've got people who enjoy, the touchy-feely, slap you on across the shoulder and so on. Those are, again, a different breed of people who, if you understood the process of persuasion, you'll realize that they're really displaying for you what their current sensory preference is. And I'll go into that in a short while as well. The rest of it we talk about in School of Social Media and Marketing. We talk about things like values, how to understand someone's what it really takes for you to convince someone who's really stuck in one aspect of his belief system. How can you get this person to see things from your perspective? I talk about a very powerful process of reframing, and I will introduce this very shortly as well because I think this is important for people to know. But overall, things like what we call the persuasion matrix. I've got a very interesting model for actually sitting down, conversing with people, and especially since things in the internet sometimes go one-on-one, just like what we're doing right now, Ron. When we first connected on MySpace, it was really a process of, connecting and deciding, okay, I think you're a cool guy, and I don't mind connecting with you. I think that's really the process going through on the internet. As much as it is face-to-face and one-on-one in the offline world. So I don't see any difference. And to my knowledge, this whole process of persuasion and being able to master, the tools of persuasion really have served me very well as well. So I think this is something that I'm really looking forward to share and kind of like connecting with the rest of the listeners who are listening to this